Hello Guardians, the first stage of the grind is done, and I honestly have to tell you guys, I think the Crucible super kills were the absolute longest. So you had get Crucible kills, and there was 10 of them. If you're reasonable at Crucible, that's like one match. Getting orbs took a little while. If you guys saw my video about, the orbs and strikes, you can do that in about 30 minutes on the Nightfall this week, because there's a lot of orange bars to kill, and I got a decent amount from the other orbs I needed, be it Arc or Void. Even Void on Earth wasn't bad because you had to do some public events anyway. Patrols, those were pretty quick to do while you were doing public events, so that stuff kind of goes together. But the hardest one was super kills in Crucible, and it was 30. Now, if you do the right super, 30 kills can go in 5 or 6 matches if you get 4 or 5 a pop. But you don't always do that. Now, certain supers will help. Titan, definitely go Sunbreaker, Golden Gun. I saw a lot of Arc Striders going for multi-kills. And then also for Warlocks, Dawnblade is going to give you a chance to get multi-kills as well. So pick those where you get more than one just pop. Void Bomb is not going to be as beneficial. Obviously, trying to get multi-kills with Sentinel might be a little harder with the shield. So things like that, just pick your super. And that should probably help you guys out. But I have finished all of these. So I wanted to get a little video out of the upgrade process and then go over what the next stages are and kind of talk through it with you guys and see what is next. So here we go. Strengthen my resolve. So round 2. Now we have the Rekindled armor. And literally, I'm already wearing it. So it went from what I was on. Now this is the Rekindled stuff. So still looks slightly tarnished. A little bit more glossy, a little bit of white. Alright Guardians, so now that we've got the armor, let's take a look at your next stage of upgrades and see if we can talk about some tips that are going to help you out. If you guys are still working on the green, things like orbs and Crucible kills, I covered the orbs specifically, especially for the green armor, in a previous video, which I'll have linked up here and also tagged at the end. But this one is the blue set. So it's 350 across the board. Just as before, you are going to have to do all 5 missions, 1 for each piece of gear. The helm is going to be chosen, the arms are going to be payback, the chest is going to be 1 AU, which is your almighty. Then you've got the spark mission for your boots, and your class item is homecoming. That's the same on every character, or every class, doesn't matter. Also, there's going to be a energy type of killing that you have to do, a certain number generally, and then also a certain activity. Now the activities are the same, the enemy, the killing is going to be different. So for the helm, you have to do a Nightfall, just complete 1. And this is on all characters. For the arms, you have to complete 3 heroic strikes. Depending on what your damage type is, I'm going to give you some pointers to pair this one up, at least for the next 12 hours, or wait depending on the rotation. Then we've got Crucible Winds. You're going to need 5 total. You're going to need 10 adventures. That's just any character. So try and find some you haven't done before so you can check those off your list. And then finally, we've got enemies defeated in general, and it's 500 kills. Now, 500 kills may sound like a lot, but with everything else you have to do, that's probably not going to be the hard part. So as we go through, I'm going to cover what my Titan shows and also the other characters. So first we've got the helm. Mine says 200 solar super kills. Now generally that sounds like a lot because you don't get your super that often, and it's not wrong. One way to get your super up frequently, so whichever character you need your super kills on. So for the Warlock, it's 200 arc super kills. For the Hunter, it is 80 solar... I'm looking for it. 200 arc super kills there as well. So Warlock and Hunter are arc super kills. Titan is solar super kills. It's reasonable because you've got Arc Strider, so there's a lot of kills there. Stormcaller, also a lot of PvE kills, especially if like a smattering of Thrall. Go start Escalation Protocol. This will help you out so you can just, start a super. But what you want to do is go to a public event, like try and find a public event that's waiting to be active, hit the rally flag, and then start Escalation Protocol. So once you're at least on a planet, you can transport and keep your super. But just remember, you want to pop that rally flag so you get your super. And if you're looking for super kills not specifically there, you can always honestly just pop a rally flag, go run around and kill stuff, reload that same spot, pop the rally flag again. So if you need super energy find a public event with a rally flag and go kill stuff around you. Best thing I can tell you to do. Now, if you're on Mars and there's one active, obviously start an escalation protocol. That is a ton of stuff to kill. So that's my advice for anything where you have those super kills. The classes are pretty reasonable. Arc for Hunter and Warlock, Solar for Titan. That's pretty decent. For the arms for the Titan, this is going to be solar energy weapon kills. Now, for the arms for the Hunters, that's 160 void energy weapon kills. Same thing for the head on the Warlocks. So on these energy weapon kills, literally right here, if I need solar weapon kills, I've got Sunshot, I've got a fusion rifle, I could go rocket launcher, sniper, whatever it is that's probably going to get me the most kills for the most ammo. If you got groups of enemies, rocket launcher is going to do well. Fusion rifle, probably not the best. But honestly, you've got something like Sunshot, so you can still get lots of kills. Again, starting something like Escalation Protocol and popping the heads of, 30 Thrall with your Sunshot is going to move through these kills fairly quickly. So if you have certain kills to get with a weapon type, keep that in mind. Go find some easy enemies to kill. Public events are probably going to be easy to get a lot of enemies come to you. Just try and use all that stuff as much as possible. And if you have a certain class you're going for, just make sure you have the right stuff equipped. So for my chest piece, it's going to say 120 arc grenade kills. Now the grenade kills on any class are not going to be easy. So on the Hunter, it's a void grenade kills. So that's like void wall, not the best. For the Warlock, you've got 120 solar grenade kills. And for the Titan, you've got Striker. So you've got Flashbang, which doesn't do much. Lightning grenade, which may get some depending on where you've got it. Pulse grenade's probably going to be your best one if you can get a whole bunch of enemies in a group. Now, there are certain things you can do that are going to make this easier. Again, Escalation Protocol, probably a common thing and probably going to get started all the time. So if you're having trouble finding one that's not being used, just reload an instance and see if you can find the one that's not occupied. But this is probably going to be the longest just because of recharge time. But again, if you find a public event in a certain area, use that, especially for the Titan, you can get double grenades. Make sure you're running Magnitude. If you're running void grenade kills for the Hunter or solar grenade kills for the Warlock, do anything where you've got double grenades. Do anything that's going to help you get that as much as possible. So pop the rally flag as frequently as possible. Traveled around all those public events. There's usually something up. EDZ's probably always got one up going on. Nessus is not bad, not as good, but you've also got your Flashpoint there as well. So keep that one in mind for grenade kills. The rally flag for any abilities is probably going to be very, very beneficial. Now, unfortunately, they don't coincide very well because the next one is void melee kills. Now, for melee kills, for the Hunter, it's going to be solar melee kills. So throwing knife is going to help you out quite a bit there. Try and use that one. For the Warlock, you've got arc melee kills. So your little, tickle me fingers, the arc fingers is probably going to be okay. Use that one, but again, rally to the flag as much as possible. You need arc melee kills and arc super kills. Try and do them both. Every time you get a rally flag for the super, get at least one melee kill and then go crazy. So plan that accordingly. For the Titans, for the void melee kills, use your Sentinel super. It counts. Very, very important. Don't forget that one. Not all supers count that way because when you need grenade kills for Hunter and you're going void, super's not going to help you. When you're going arc melee kills, I don't think Stormcaller does. Maybe it does, but if you do, if it works, comment below, let me know. Kind of curious. And then finally, you need arc weapon kills for my final one, which is just going to be another weapon type killing. So solar, arc, void, whatever it is, just equip the weapons, should be easy. So in all this stuff that you're going to have to do, 500 kills is going to be the least of your worries. I mean, 10 adventures alone, 3 heroic strikes, and Nightfall, you're going to kill plenty of stuff, so don't worry about the 500 kills. But if you have something specific you need to work on, say for me, I've got solar weapon kills, heroic strikes completed, and solar super kills. So a lot of solar stuff. So if I want to go solar pretty much across the board, well, today is actually a really good day for that, at least for the next 12 hours, for example, and similar thing will come up again on Saturday, because it's going to be the rotation of the modifiers. So say for the heroic strikes, I want to go solar singe, I want to go heavyweight. That's going to let me use my rockets more frequently. I'm going to have extra solar damage on my sunshot. The other option is if it's on a crappy heroic strike playlist, you can always come into the Nightfall, turn it on a prestige, because now you're at least high enough to damage some stuff, which is a bonus. You can turn on just basic stuff that's going to help you. Heavyweight, Solar Singe, and just go in there. The Nightfall this week is, again, very good for this because you've got some enemies that are going to be fairly easy to kill. You've got some heavy ammo. It's not going to be the most efficient in the world, but you've got a spot where you can spawn quite a few enemies, wipe, and do it again. Maybe knock the Nightfall out solo, but Heroic Strikes, not the best option, but if you need a specific set of kills or you're going for abilities, maybe not that, but if you're going for enemy-type kills like arc weapon kills or something like that, this may be an okay one to do, but maybe not nearly as efficient as it was for the orbs. Mostly I would say Heroic Strikes on the proper days of the modifier, so watch that one. So you're always just running through, shooting stuff. You've got the bonus damage. Stuff's not quite as lethal, and Heavyweights on just to give you that extra heavy ammo. But outside of that, I think that covers just about everything for this stage. So just plan accordingly, read at what you're doing. If you need solar energy weapon kills, if you need solar super kills, if you need arc grenade kills, make sure you're not trying to do void grenade kills when you're doing arc or it's the wrong class or confused. Check your stuff if you're switching between characters. Make sure you're doing the right things. And again, do all the missions, do the activities. Might have to do LFG for the Nightfall. It's actually one that is soloable. It's not the easiest, but depending on the burn and stuff like that, it is doable. I've done this one before. So hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Hopefully this one was helpful, gives you an explanation of things to look for and what to expect and kind of the best places to search for the activities that are going to speed this process along. So thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully this is helpful. Going to try and get a video up of, say, the missions up occasionally as I run through those solo and everything else. So for everyone out there in the world, thank you for tuning in. If you did enjoy the video, leave a like. If you want to keep the content of mine in your feed, hit that subscribe button and hit the alert bell. Gives you notifications when I get new videos out to you. You can follow me on twitch.tv/Ebontis, twitter.com Ebontis, right here on YouTube. Comment, if you have any questions about anything or you found a really good tip of a place to do any of these activities, let us all know. We would be appreciative. But to everyone around the world, thank you for tuning in. Have a good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you are at sitting in front of your game playing system of choice. Have a good one, and I'll see you soon.